and anti-European parties will go to the European Parliament to block the insane policies, insane policies of the European left. By the left, by this term left, I also mean the Christian Democrats, because the Christian Democrats were created in the last part of the 19th century to stop the massive socialism going among the workers and the unionists and so on and so on. But after several decades it turned into another left, the left with Jesus. So this left is making a huge problem to the European political scene after World War II, because people who vote for the Christian Democratic parties, they think they vote right-wing parties, but they are not. They are voting for the left parties who are pretending to be right-wing parties. So the main thing, the most important thing in the European elections is to not be voting for the parties who are supporting the Social Democrats, really. And always, almost always, like Christian Democrats of Belgium, of the Republicans, the Union pour le Mouvement Populaire, now it's Republicans, the Partido Popular in Spain, and the CDU in Germany, CDA in Netherlands, to avoid putting your votes. It's very important to not to vote for them, because they are voting for more European Union, more socialism and so on, in spite of what they can be saying, that they are for God and reliable currency or something like this. They are not. They are sharing most of the insane visions of the left. And sometimes they are even the same people. They can exchange their stuff and no one would really notice. The real right-wing politicians from for instance German CDU are now in the AfD, and in the CDU the rump that state at the CDU is the only left-lenient politicians. So really the most important from the European perspective is to vote for the real right-wing parties and not to be discouraged by the denigration of those parties which we can daily see on the mainstream press. The mainstream press is either social democratic or social democratic / Christian democratic. So basically 90% of the mainstream media in the European Union is lefty. And in the United States it's like 60%, so it's a little bit better. More diverse opinion, and that's why America is not even closely that leftist as European Union countries are. So don't vote for the Christian Democrat Party. They are not the right-wing parties. They are not going to do the European project more realistic or better or something. Or they are not. They will be deepening the problem. And so I strongly discourage you from voting to the so-called old right-wing parties, because they are not right-wing parties. That's the problem. Vote AfD, vote Front National, vote anything but not the old right-wing parties, which are usually the Christian Democratic Party and are just petty things. Differences. Just in petty things they are different from left-wing parties.